aboard the USS Hello Harem. This is episode 10 of the Hello Harem podcast. I am your commander for the night, Alex Luby, and I'm joined by my Vanguard fleet, Jonathan Sumrow, Anthony Luby, and Luke Farnsworth. Me mateys, how ye be scallywaggin'?
Yarg, Alex, I think this be a mutiny. I be the captain now. I have the hat, therefore I rule this ship. I'm doing fantastic tonight, and we do be sailing the horny seas, and let me tell you, brother, the seas are choppy tonight. How are you, Luke?
If we're the Vanguard fleet, can I be Prince Eugen?
Shut up and do a pirate voice.
I mean, Yarg.
How you doing tonight, Luke?
Yarg, can I be Prince Eugen? I'm doing pretty good.
Yarg, you can be Prince Eugen if I can be the Enterprise. Just kidding, I want to be Charles Osborne.
Matey, how you be doing?
How ye be doing tonight, Anthony?
Yarg, we be sailing the horny seas.
The horniest.
And vibing in the podcast
I'd
and
fuck
swabbing
the
the poop
sea.
deck.
You forgot to introduce one other.
Yarg, me mateys, we have a new member amongst the crew tonight. We have.
been announced last week.
I said a.
Neil.
We have another new member. It'd be me, Captain Jonathan Sumrow, aka Captain Hornybeard. We have my first mate, Alex Luby, Swabby Anthony. He gets bungholed below deck nightly. And the onboard chef, Luke. But also, we have another member of the crew. We have the Crow's Nest Manor himself, Rubble from Paw Patrol. How ye be doing tonight, Rubble? I'm horny.
We
Neil,
do.
what's Neil do?
Neil do be the anchor. He be getting keel hauled all day.
That about sounds right for that little smug ass punk.
Be
ass.
nice to Neil, Anthony, or are you gonna be thrown in the galley and bungholed for 14 days and nights?
Don't be mean to Neil.
Yarg sailors, we do be sailing horny seas tonight, so ye better be on the guard.
Welcome to episode 10. This is the Azur Lane Special. We promised it, and now here we are. Like I said before, I'm your captain, and we will be sailing the seas. Tonight we have lots of fun topics for you. Plenty of debauchery, plenty of booty to be plundered. I don't know where to go with this. Alex, please take the wheel. Or the helm, my bad.
I can't do the
Pirate
pirate
lingo.
voice anymore. But
neither,
yes,
it's hurting my
Jonathan,
throat.
you heard it. You heard it from the
Captain.
Shkikon himself.
Shkikon.
Episode 10, the Azur Lane Special. I think I've been the most excited for this episode out of any episode. I cannot wait to dig into this.
Is there a string?
I'm
on
so
your hat?
excited.
Yeah,
What about you guys?
Yarg, there be.
I've been excited about this since we decided that we were going to do this for episode 10.
For those of you only with audio access that can't afford YouTube, I be wearing a captain's hat for tonight, so I be the captain of this horny vessel.
I have my my adventure hats on. I don't
Yes.
have a captain's hat, but I have my adventure hat on.
I have absolutely nothing nautical
Get ye
themed.
hat, Luke.
My hair's down.
Luke's hair is down.
He be looking like a swashbuckler
Yarg, I'll pillage your village.
and fuck your women. Not the children, though.
Not the children. The children will
that's
go
not
fine.
okay.
They'll
Yeah,
be
no,
fine.
that's
All right.
illegal.
Children will be fine.
Before we do get into all the in-depth Azur Lane, did
Before we
anybody
depart on a
do anything
commission.
cool this week? What went on? Anybody do anything cool, fun, lame, mundane?
Boy, buddy, oh pal, old friend, old Alex. What did
me.
That do be you. Honestly, bud, I worked on school. I had to work on school about 5 hours a night to just get a passing grade. And if I could tell you something, I got new tires on my truck. But
Oh, they're nice.
really, that's about it. I
They're
wish I could
nice.
say that I did something more interesting. Luke, how be you faring on these seas? These seas.
The horny seas. Horniest.
Seas.
School.
Schools.
Anthony, how be you faring on these horny
Oh
seas?
God, honestly, not shit. It's been a pretty boring week.
Sounds like we got quite the crew members.
We're an
True-
exciting crew of horny retards.
True pirates, if I do be saying so myself.
I do be saying so.
Wow, sounds like everyone had a really fucking boring week.
I'm gonna bury me treasure in Alex's butt.
Oh no,
The butt treasure.
all my weeks are.
The treasure's my
I'm in
penis.
School.
Whoa.
Wink.
Wink? You guys are watching on YouTube. You saw Jonathan's epic wink.
guys, you're listening
Can
to
we
the-
edit in an epic wink sound effect when he winks?
But ding.
Yo, editor, And that is.
Hit us with
me.
the edits.
You got it, dude.
Oh wait, our editor can actually respond.
Yeah, because I'm right here. Anyways, we like we mentioned earlier, and you couldn't tell from the fucking pirate accents. Today is the 10th episode of the Hello Harem podcast, and to celebrate, we're doing the Azur Lane Special. To prep for this, we played Azur Lane all fucking week. We were just in my room earlier playing Azur Lane
Like
all
a
day.
fucking hour and a half straight.
We were
just
playing Azur
grinding.
Lane.
I'm playing it now.
The Azur Lane Special sounds like a sex position. And I can describe to you what that
Well, dude,
sex
if you
position
think of
would
the
be.
game, it might as well be.
I know what the Azur Lane
Ah,
Special
you
would be
son
if
of a
it was a
bitch.
sex position. If you would allow me to be a little Karma Sutra.
Yeah, dude, get into it.
So the Azur Lane Special is when you flip your best matey upside down onto his head and basically keel-haul him across the bed sheets. Then you dock your ship into his port and pour salt water into his eyes. That is the Azur Lane Special. The whole time while you're doing it, you have to say, Jotayoko, such as Laffy, the war god of Solomon. Thank you, Alex. Back to Luke with sports.
Why is it a gay
Luke,
sex
how's the Azur
position?
Lane faring against the Sakura Empire in the this year's summer festival?
They're doing pretty good.
Nice, dude.
Thanks,
real
Luke.
descriptive there.
What?
Real descriptive.
Yeah, Laffy caught a 40-yard pass to a touchdown.
And then
then
Javelin
Javelin.
scored a goal from half court.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention that. I didn't have that
Yeah.
written down in my notes.
Yeah,
Also, Ayanami shot up a school, but we're not going to talk about
Prince
that one.
Yugen made an in-the-house home run.
Prince really be out here.
Yeah,
And then
She just flashed her tits.
that would make me fall down long enough for her to run around the court. Have you seen the
I-19,
milkers on that babe? I'm like, damn!
It's not a
crazy.
baseball court.
Baseball
I-19
court.
set a record in the swimming event because she's a submarine.
Taiho killed the entire audience.
She looked at
San Diego blew up a cruise liner.
Killed all the passengers. One
San
by
Diego's wanted
one.
for war crimes in 65 different territories.
That was Neil.
Back to Alex with the weather.
It's humid as fuck.
And horny.
It's horny and humid.
Two
Neil
H's I
Horny
like to hear.
That's right.
Horny and humid.
That's what they call me.
These are horny burps. Don't worry about them.
That was my nickname in high school, horny and humid.
Horny burps.
Oh, horny.
It's horny burps walking down
Hey,
the
yo,
hallway.
what's up, horny burps? What you got for lunch
Horny
today?
boop.
Horny boops?
Hey, yo, it's horny boops.
Dude.
Yo, it's horny boobs.
All right, Boops. That's your name for the episode.
Boops.
So, would it be okay, Alex, if I described the what Azur Lane is for those of our listeners that don't know?
Yeah, give
So,
me 1 second. So, we're going to jump right into the show. We got a couple key visuals here to go over. And Jonathan's going to kick off the episode with, what the fuck is Azur Lane?
I could have just kicked that off, but
Well, I'm the Shkikon, so get the fuck
who's
over
got
it.
the hat, bud?
You do.
Fuck right. Well, ye horny pirates, listen, gather round, and let Captain tell ye a tale. Azur Lane, I'm sorry, I can't do it, it's hurting my throat. Azur Lane is, for those of you that don't know, it is you can pull up the wiki definition, and then I'll describe what it actually is.
Okay, yeah,
So-
I like that.
What Azur Lane is it's a gacha game. For those of you that don't know what a gacha game is, it's like a collectible game, and you collect different items. In this case, boat girls that you use to create a fleet. Now, the boat girls aren't just randomly made up. It's not like the USS Horny. It's the boat girls are World War I and II battleships that have been brought to life through glorious plot. For those of you watchers that know what I mean by plot, wink. They're anime girls that are to be representing boat girls, and you collect them and you battle them, and you rub it in your friend's face whenever he doesn't have Nagato. That is what Azur Lane is
burn,
to run it out.
Sick, dude. You know what's funny about that?
What?
I have Nagato.
I have
Hey,
Nagato.
dude, I have Nagato.
Fuck you, Alex. You're
Who
not
could
horny.
it be that he's referring to?
Oh wait, guys, do you have Queen Elizabeth?
Of course I do.
Hell yeah, I have Queen Elizabeth.
Wow, Alex, how's your Queen Elizabeth? What level is she? Shut up. All right, so
I married her,
Anthony, you know
dude.
that bottle of gin we bought?
Yeah.
I'm gonna drown my sorrows after this podcast.
yeah, so it's a real fun game. For those of you that don't have it, I would suggest downloading it, especially if you're an anime enthusiast, and watch the show. It's, I would play the game first, actually. I know you should probably watch the show first, but I would play the game first because one of the things that I found most enjoyable about the Azur Lane anime was being able to sit there and be like, wow, I know these boats. And it really makes you feel like quite the degenerate if that's what you're into, which is what I am. Luke?
All right, Luke, let's hit that Wikipedia
All right,
and
I'm
see
only-
how fucked up they made it.
Only going to say the first paragraph. Azur Lane is a side-scrolling shoot-'em-up simulation and role-playing video game. Players collect characters that are moe anthropomorphic interpretations of World War II warships.
Wait, if I may,
Ship
if I may,
girls.
doesn't anthropomorphic mean like animals?
No,
It just can be like a combination of a
Transform
person
from
and
a human
anything.
into something.
Yeah,
Are the
from something to a
Transformers
human.
anthropomorphic?
Yeah, they would be technically. Well, no. Transformers are always robots.
They're
So
not human.
animorphs are anthropomorphic.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, Luke, go ahead.
Ship girls, mainly from the United States Navy, Royal Navy, Imperial Japanese Navy, and Kriegsmarine. With
Kriegsmarine?
yeah, that's
That's the German
the
Navy.
German.
Is that really what they call them?
Yeah, they're the Kriegsmarine.
I prefer Iron Blood Vanguard.
With other ships from French Navy, both Vichy and Free France flavors.
It's good flavor, dude.
Republic of China Navy, People's Liberation Army Navy, Regia Marina, Soviet Navy, and Imperial Russian Navy were added later. Players organize them into fleets of 6 and confront AI-controlled enemies or other players' fleets.
I just found while you were talking about that, like you were mentioning the main factions, but there are others like the Vicia Dominion and the Iris Libra.
Brought that up.
What?
I did say those.
Did you say those?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was looking it up. I'm sorry. I have a hard time listening when I do that, but I didn't know what the Iris Libra was. Can you guess what faction the Iris Libra is supposed to represent?
French Navy.
All right, I'm a retard, I guess, because I didn't know it was French Navy.
I
Because
thought
I
it was,
said it.
I didn't know that either, actually.
Because they're very religious in the game,
I
Yeah.
literally just
like
said
holy
it.
prayer and whatnot. Did you know that before you read it? I didn't know because they're
I had
very,
a feeling
they're
'cause-
incredibly religious in the game. Like Jeanne d'Arc specifically has a move, like an ability called Holy Prayer, and I didn't know the French are so God loving. They smoke cigarettes like it's their job and fuck like nobody
I
else.
mean, a cigarette doesn't make you not Catholic.
French.
In
but
fact, I'd say it makes
fucking
you
before
more
marriage
Catholic.
is wrong.
How does a cigarette make someone more Catholic?
You know, just think about it. Like, Pope goes out for a fucking smoke,
Siggy.
has a long day, ravishing demons, walks out and just puff puff. I'm gonna head back into the
What
archives
about-
now.
Puff puff
What
The
pass.
about-
Pope, as he say?
Puff puff pass or drink it. Bong. I smoke weed. Just kidding. I don't.
Anyway, yeah.
I don't get how a cigarette makes someone more
So
Catholic.
just think about it. I gave you the
He
visual.
ravished-
Okay, but you
demons.
use the Pope as an example for having a hard day at work. What about like an iron worker who had
All
a
right,
hard
an
day at
iron
work?
worker has a hard day at work. He comes home, has a ciggy, and then goes to church on Sunday.
How do you know he goes to church on Sunday?
Chances are the iron worker is. I don't know. Just think.
I'm
think
pretty
about
sure
it.
he'd
like,
be afraid that God wouldn't let him into heaven
No,
after
no, no.
working on the
think
iron
about like
fields.
a 1950s iron worker from one of those stereotypical movies where the kid can't dance and his dad wants him to like go to college or something. You know?
Do you know what
So
the
High
Vicia
School
Dominion
Musical.
is?
No, Footloose. Like Footloose.
Oh, Footloose.
Yeah.
Do you guys know what the Vicia Dominion is?
They're also French.
Jay, what the fuck?
I literally said both of those in the paragraph that I was talking
Luke,
through.
come on, dude.
Dude, you just didn't listen to me. It
I
hurt
was
my feelings.
typing. I'm
It
sorry.
hurts my feelings that you didn't listen to me.
All right, so let's dive a little deeper.
Yeah,
So, before I'll answer this question first, but I'd like to know how everyone exactly either found or got into Azur.
I'd love to tell you.
But either how you found or got into Azur Lane, because for me, I
think we should start with Luke and work backwards.
okay, yeah, that's cool.
I think the answer is going to be the same all
No,
around
no, it
except
won't be.
Alex.
No,
No, because ours will be the same. Luke's will be different, and then Alex's will be completely different.
Is it
Yeah.
really different?
Yeah.
yeah.
Luke, go ahead. Tell us how you got into Azur Lane.
The epic tale.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so Jay and I went down to Columbus to stay with our buddy Brandon Paul.
Shouts
Brandon
Brandon
Paul.
Paul.
Shouts Brandon
Number
Paul.
69 in 2015.
Hold on. Can I say something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Brandon Paul, you recently
Just call him
commented.
Brandon.
Brandon Paul, you recently commented on our YouTube video. How does this video have more likes than views?
We'd like to know.
I don't know. All I can say is that everybody here is horny.
Nice.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right, Luke.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So we were down at our good buddy Brandon Paul. Shouts Brandon Paul again.
OSU
I'm
football
gonna
player, farm boy, raccoon shooter, and cousin fucker. Go ahead, Luke.
keep extraordinaire.
Extraordinaire.
And we were going to a Korn concert, which for however if you don't know who Korn is, they're a metal band. And on our way to Korn, Jay and I were walking there singing sea shanties, as you do, as everybody should
I don't know.
normally do.
Well, we know why, but don't worry about it.
Well, I mean, I think everybody should be singing sea shanties on their way to a Korn concert.
That's fair.
It's just what you do. And Jay's like, you should download this game. And I was like, well, what is it? And he's like, it's Anime Boat Girls. And I was like, why would I download that? He's like, it's really fun. I was like, all right, I'll give it a shot. So I downloaded it, and I played it through the Korn concert.
Did you really?
Yeah. Yeah, it was during the arcade event. So during the Korn concert, he was hitting ABA the whole time.
That is news to me.
It was awesome.
So I sat through an entire Korn concert playing Anime Boat Girls, hoping that someone wouldn't fucking try to shank me because Korn fans are crazy. And
I love Korn.
I played it all night, and I've been playing ever since.
Nice, dude.
It's a pretty epic tale of Azur Lane.
I think
That's probably the most epic tale.
Yeah, that's definitely like a
Yeah, that
decent.
beats
like,
mine.
that's a cool story.
I think me and Anthony's are about the same, so I'll let Anthony explain ours.
So basically,
Was
me-
it the same night that me and you No, you downloaded it a little bit before me.
No, yeah, me and Alex and my family went down to Alabama because my brother just graduated flight school.
Alabama.
So we're down there and we're driving home, and I see Alex playing this boat game, and I had just gotten into anime. Like, I was starting like my third show or some shit like that, and I see he was playing this boat game a lot, so I was interested. I'm like, what the hell is that? He's like, oh, it's called Azur Lane. What the fuck is Azur Lane? And I see these boat girls gliding on the water. I'm like, that's kind of cool. Like, there's cute boat girls. Like, what's going on?
I can collect them.
So I get the game, and they tell me there's also a show. I'm like, this is fucking epic, dude. And that's literally it. I just saw Alex playing it, and I just decided that looks kind of epic, and it was epic.
I wanted to become the best boat trainer there was. I got to catch them all. So Alex told me about this boat game, and I was standing in their kitchen, and I decided I was going to download it. That night, I was the first man in the fleet to get submarines by accidentally pulling 3 submarines.
fucking
That's
right.
right. Holy shit.
My first 3 builds were Belfast. You know, I built Enterprise during the tutorial. Were Belfast, Dace, and I-87, I think?
I don't think 87's a...
Or 86?
Yeah.
The black-haired one.
83, I think.
I-83.
83 or
That's it.
82.
One of those. So that was mine.
Yeah, I totally forgot you got the subs first.
Yeah, I was
You guys
pretty
are
pissed.
Dude, we were so pissed.
I
about
couldn't
that.
use them for a long time either, because like,
yeah,
you can't use
you have
subs
to wait
for
a while to use subs.
I pulled I-19 like my 4th roll.
I-19.
Really?
That was the one I got. Dace and I-19.
Yeah, like my 4th roll when I downloaded the game was I-19. And Jay was like,
Jeez,
oh,
you guys
the
are
fuck?
lucky. I didn't get a sub till like I think I was the last to get a sub.
Yeah,
You're
it
a
took me
simp.
a long time to get a sub.
I
You
am
also
simp.
get fucked by the game
Yeah,
religiously.
yeah,
Go
we'll
into
get
that
we'll get
later.
into that later.
You having sex with a video game.
Alex will
later.
be in the description below with his unlucky having no Queen Elizabeth, no Nagato having ass. Go ahead,
Jesus,
Alex.
dude.
Talk about how you got into Azur
It's
Lane.
not cool,
Right.
You
dude.
simp.
Let's see. How did Alex get into Azur Lane? I was literally. Oh God! How the fuck did I get into Azur Lane?
Did you see it on Reddit?
Luke
I
just
did.
creamed.
Yes, I did. I did because I was browsing animemes one day and Azur Lane came up, and I was like looking into it. At first, I thought it was an anime show because I saw the character and I was like, "Oh fuck, dude, I want to watch that show." So I'm like looking more into it and I see it's a game and I'm like, I'm not that big into games, but I'll try it. So I downloaded it last year in like October, and I open it up and there's like a big ass fucking update. It's huge. It takes like 20 minutes for whatever reason. And I was like, all right, fuck this. So I just swipe up. I never play the game for like a month. Eventually, I'm just really bored one day and I open it up again. I'm like, all right, I'm just going to do this update. And the rest is history. I actually played the game and became utterly obsessed with it. And then all the horny all of the horny homies
Nice.
also played. And here we are today making a fucking podcast about a mobile game about boat girls.
Speaking of mobile games, it has an anime just like every other mobile game. You know what else is getting an anime? King's Raid.
Speaking of mobile games, for those of you out there into mobile games, Raid Shadow Legends is a popular game where you can find characters and build your own village. I don't actually know if that's what you do. You play the game, you get the characters. Raid Shadow Legends, if you'd like to sponsor us, please do. We are at helloharempodcast@gmail.com.
Dude, I have a real one.
Also, speaking of sponsors, Hungry Man, I'm still waiting. I'm hungry. I almost made a Hungry Man right before the podcast. We have Backyard Barbecue in the freezer downstairs, and if you would like to sponsor us, please contact us at helloharempodcast@gmail.com. Thank you for your consideration. We love you. Goodbye.
Thanks, Hungry Man.
Thank
But
you,
speaking of sponsors, Manju, if you wanna
shit.
sponsor this podcast, you got 4 very dedicated players to your mobile game. And
I'm 7,000th in my server.
I've actually spent money on your game, which I'm not happy to say. But you have a loyal customer.
You can give that money back to us if you sponsor.
Yeah, we'll give you guys
You
shouts.
can take that to the bank.
So
You can take
Manju-
that meal to go.
So Manju, you want to sponsor the Hello Harem podcast? Again, that is the Hello Harem podcast @gmail.com. Send us an email. We'll
Why do
get
we
some
plug
business
our
inquiries
email
in,
3 times?
and
You have to.
we'll get the ball rolling.
Speaking of spending money, you know what I like to use when I spend money? Honey. Hey, honey.
Oh shit,
You
dude.
want to give us
Whoa.
a sponsorship?
This
We got way too many ads
we'll
going
have
right now.
So everybody is clicked out. This is the most shameful episode.
We're not even getting paid for this.
That is Hello Harem Podcast
At gmail.com. Can we all get a different sponsor? Like, all get Hungry Man.
Oh, that'd be sick.
You'll get Manju. He'll get Hungry. Anthony gets Raid Shadow.
Fucking want Raid
They'll
Shadow
sponsor
Legends.
anyone. That's why they're getting
All
you.
right,
Yeah.
then Anthony, you just have to go, let's play Raid Shadow Legends.
Let's play
Wait, let him
Raid
do it. Let him
Shadow.
do it. Let him do it.
Let's play Raid Shadow Legends.
Piss poor.
You got to put a little more like
Let's
Let's
play.
Raid
Let's play.
Shadow
Hey,
Legends.
let me get the gripe in the
Gotta,
game.
like,
Yeah,
super
get the
animate.
grind.
Give me one. Yeah.
Let's play Raid Shadow Legends.
That was perfect,
Oh
actually.
God!
Thank you, Raid
So let's
Shadow
dive
Legends.
a little bit into this Azur Lane game.
Let's
Can
put
we-
in the sub and dive nautical miles down and see what gameplay mechanics are at
Yeah.
play.
So
We're just saying words now.
So as you guys know, Azur Lane is a mobile game, gacha game, where you pretty much just roll. You get boats. Every battle you do, you can get a different boat from that pool. You just got to grind for it, pretty much. You build fleets, you upgrade your fleet, etc., etc. There's a lot of cool things this game does to kind of keep you interested, other than a main storyline.
Showing the tits is one of them.
That too.
Certainly.
So a really fun thing they always do is it's like every 3 weeks they put one of these up. They do events. Pretty much what these are is different battles where you can win new things, new skins. You play different games, and a lot of times they'll change the entire layout of the game. We'll get into our favorite events just in a second here, but say they did a Christmas event where a lot of things were like Christmassy, snowy, and everything. The layout wasn't
Shots
quite
Warspite.
an
Snow
ocean.
Halation.
But it was like you go into the event page and there's all this kind of different stuff to do, and I think that's one of the big things I really like about this game is they do different things to keep the users engaged, other than just the main storyline and throwing in new skins for the boats. What are you guys' favorite events that they've had so far? So we've been playing the game for about a year. We've been through a good series of different events. What do you guys like the most, and what was your least favorite?
I think that's kind of easy for me. You guys know. The event that I put the most of my effort into
Oh, I know exactly
up
where
to
this
this
is going.
point was the Northern Parliament event. I grinded constantly so that I could get every single one of the event ships. And I actually got kind of fucked over by the game because the way that the Northern Parliament event was set up, it was like you had to do all these missions and stuff and whatever, and you got like 2 ships from doing the missions, and the other ones you had to build and get lucky, and I got really lucky. But there were 8 Northern Parliament ships total, and I was like, oh my god, I can build a Northern Parliament fleet because there's this one ship called Sovietskaya Ruskia, that one. And she's like the Russian Enterprise, but she like buffs other ships. So I was like going to build this fleet. So I got all 8 ships, and I was so happy, and I went to go put the fleet together. And the way they did it was 5 ships were Vanguard, and there was only 2 main fleet ships.
That's so shitty.
So you can't have an actual Northern Parliament fleet. So I'm waiting for one more Northern Parliament ship to drop so I can actually make one. But that was my favorite event by far. I really just love the ships so much.
I like that event a lot
I
too.
loved
Actually,
that event.
I don't use any Northern Parliament ships, but all
Tashkent was awesome.
Tashkent's
Tashkent
really
was
the
epic.
only,
Tashkent
she's
was
really
dumb
the
as
only
fuck.
good
Like,
one that
she's
came
like
out of
stupid
it.
powerful.
dude, there were a
busted.
couple in there that were really good.
A lot of them.
Jonathan knows specifically,
Yeah, I know all of them.
but man, there were some that wrecked, and the skins they released for those boats were
What?
awesome.
I don't know. When I play them in exercises, they'll be higher level. I mean, I'll still shit on all of them except for Tashkent.
I mean,
Tashkent's
the
only
person
one
you're
that
probably
fucks
playing
me.
exercise is just a simp.
I think the really, really good ones were just Soviet Skaya. Just-
Aurora was like
Aurora's
kinda
pretty damn good. Yeah, she's alright. The best one's obviously Tashkent, just because literally what her ability is she summons. It's called the Blue Cruiser, and she summons another like mini Tashkent. It's like a little fairy thing
That
slows enemies down, and it does a percentage of her damage. And so she's basically shooting 2 guns at once. It's ridiculously powerful.
Stupid.
Tashkent's really good.
Andy, what about you?
Chinese New Year. That one was
Really?
it was a lot of fun. They had a whole separate like menu for it.
Yeah,
It
that
was-
was super cool.
It was like a town square, and on each part,
like different buildings.
yeah, like different
Oh, yeah,
edges.
that
There were
was a
different
cool
buildings
event.
and different games you could play, and a bunch of different things you could do. It was super cool.
Was that the one with
Doodle
Doodle Jump?
That one had doodle jump. You could ring the bell and get a fortune.
the
Yeah,
fortunes
you
were
got a
awesome.
fortune every day.
I
I
did
think-
Fortune of Romance every
I
time.
think the coolest
Same.
thing that they did is that you could boost the XP gain from the dorm
Yes,
Yeah, there
that was awesome.
That one was full of a ton of cool things.
with your
Although
wood dollars.
like there weren't any like
Wood Bucks.
crazy awesome ships that came with it, as far as I can remember, because it's been a while since we've even had
I mean,
that.
the boats they did come out with were cute as heck.
Yeah, they're always all
Ning
cute
Hai,
as
Ping
heck.
Hai. They're
Tho-
super cute.
Those were those already out before the event?
yes.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they didn't really even like release any new boats with the event, but just the event itself was super cool.
It's a good event.
Yeah, that's one of the events where they totally like the whole game
They
changed its
remapped it.
Yeah,
layout.
everything. It
It
was
was
it looked like a
Everything
new
was
game.
different about it. Yeah.
Some of the skins pop too.
What about Neil?
Neil, you know what? Let's ask Neil.
I don't want to hear from
Luke,
that
do
little
you and
fucking
Neil have the
freeloading.
same favorite event?
You know, I haven't actually talked to him about this.
If you do, have Neil explain what his favorite event was.
Neil's was the Bongo Buck event, as it turns.
Bongo Bucks, dude, my ass.
What was that event even called?
I don't remember what it was. It was one of the shitty events I was going to talk about being my least favorite.
Okay.
My favorite is the same as Alex's actually, and that's the Idol event
Hey, Start Dash.
because we
Oh
are
shit, they did it.
we are Idol Hell simp.
I have a question. So I actually kind of realized this today. So there's like Akagi Muse and whatnot.
Yeah.
Was that like a thing like between Love Live or whatnot, or was that just like
Dude, I have no idea. I was kind of wondering the
because
same
it's
thing.
it's Akagi Muse and I know it's like it's not like exclusive to Love Live.
All
but,
of the idle boats you got were the
Muse. It was
ship named
there
Muse.
was
yeah, I know it was epic.
Cleveland, Akagi, Gascon,
Sheffield.
Admiral Hipper.
Admiral Hipper, and Sheffield.
Sheffy.
Those were the 5 in the Idol
Sheffy.
group that you could get. I think I got all of them except Sheffield. I was so pissed.
I had Sheffield.
You know, I joined the game during the Idol event, and during the Idol event, it was cool how they did it because was that the event we joined on Thorpe? I thought it was.
No, I
I
think
think you
we
guys
joined a
joined a
little
You were way
before.
before.
Yeah.
What
because
was
that
the
was like-
okay? There was an event that we joined where they gave you Akagi Muse as like a friend boat, like kind of how they're doing the Hunter event now.
I don't remember
you
that
remember
at all. Not at all.
Alex, you remember that?
no, I don't.
Really?
Yeah.
Honestly, when we first started, I don't remember any events. I just remember my first couple boats that I
Yeah, I just
used.
remember
Well,
trying to build.
when I first started, I didn't do the events. I just stuck with the main missions and the because I was at that point you're still figuring the
I
game
just got
out.
an Azur Lane notification on my phone.
Oh shit!
Well, I actually found the event for Bongo Bucks.
Oh no.
What is it?
See
It was
if
the
I-
hibiscus scented idol event. When you
Yep,
get
yep, I
hibiscus
remember
scented idled Saratoga.
Hey, I
Which-
have that.
Fantastic skin. But that also had Bongo Bucks, which I'm still not gonna get into until we start
Hold on,
talking
can I
about
just
least
read this real
favorite.
quick?
Go for
I
it.
just got an Azur Lane update. Mission Cargo Defense 1 complete. Nya. Diligence leads you to wealth. Nya.
Come back and
So
claim
one
your
of-
coins or they'll
one
be
of the-
mine now.
Thanks,
One of the big
Akashi.
things I noticed about this game when I first downloaded it is they send you push notifications that say nya.
That's why I turned
Like,
them on.
When
Jonathan,
the dorm runs out of food, they're like, Commander, we're starving, nya. There's nothing to eat, nya. That sealed the deal for me with this game.
I saw Jonathan had them on first, and he got the notification. And I read it. I was like, "Wait, what the fuck? Like, this is the coolest shit, the coolest notification I have ever even seen."
It was so funny. I
Luke,
lost my shit when I saw it.
Which Idol event was Was it Hibiscus Scented Idol or was it Foreign Idol Return? Oh, that's a rerun.
That's the rerun.
Okay, got
Hibiscus Scented Idol is the name of the skin,
it. I'm just
technically.
gonna look into it a little bit.
That is the Bongo Buck event,
Yeah, that was epic.
which I have some shit to say to you, Manju, about the
Spill
Bongo
it.
Bucks.
Spill the beans.
Can I spill the beans? Can we talk about least favorite events real fast?
No,
Or like
it's
right now?
fine.
Can we move on to that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
go
just. My favorite event was also the Idol event, like Luke, because I love idols and I love Azur Lane, and Laffy got an idol skin, and I was so fucking happy. All right, Luke, continue.
So going on to least favorite events, Azur Lane likes to have what I like to call events, in quotes for those of you
Big
not
air
watching,
quotes.
not
Yeah.
watching on YouTube.
Big air
it's
quotes.
huge air quotes events
We're
where
on right now.
we're in one right now. It seems like it's like a filler event almost, which makes
Yeah.
sense because like when the events come out, there's
They're
a lot.
solid.
There is a
They're
lot
well
that they
made.
do, but especially for this one, it's just you just like play a mission 60 times and then you get a ship, and that's like the majority of the event.
And you know, for this one, it sucks because they didn't even give us a good ship. They gave us
fucking
they gave us a
blue.
blue.
Yeah,
That's for the grind one or for the dollar one for
I
Hunter.
don't care for Hunter.
The one that
I
you
don't.
grind SP 360 times is a purple. But they like to do these events consistently where it's just you don't really have anything to do. There's no real point to building the ships because you can actually get all of them just from playing. Things like that. And it's like, why would I even want to do this in the first place? It doesn't add a shop like every other event does.
Yeah.
And when every event comes around, there's a shop and there's like a special currency that comes around.
Bongo bucks.
Bongo Bunks being
Feather
one of them.
dollars.
Feather dollars.
Everything is bucks. It's all
They're
X bucks.
Blitzkrieg bucks.
Blitzkrieg bucks, everything, and then you can buy like a shit ton of stuff, including a super rare ship from the store. But then events like this,
and just a rare. There's always a super and a rare.
no, there's not always a
Not
rare.
always. There's,
Oh,
there's
usually.
Prince of Wales
there's
event there
always a
wasn't.
super rare.
Yeah, in this case, well, the last one it was just King George. You're right.
Yeah, it was just King George.
Yeah,
And then for the Feather Dollars one, it wasn't even a boat. It was
was a
just an
skin.
Indianapolis skin.
But that was side by side with an actual event. Whereas like this one, there's not a shop. Once you get 100 of the special currency, you get Hunter, who's a fucking blue, and that's it. You can't do anything else with them. You can't do anything else with your dog bucks. Your dog dollars.
dog dollars.
Your Doberman
Um,
dollars.
You know, I was gonna say, I don't remember what I was gonna say.
That's
Don't
all right.
say it.
Well, Luke, what happened with the bongo box?
So during the Hibiscus Scented Idol event, there was a skin called Hibiscus Scented Idol for Saratoga. And so you could save up your bongo bucks because they were little bongos and you could buy the skin. So I did that. I saved it up. I bought the skin. The server fucking crashed. And I was like, what the heck? That's not very shmoney, Manju. Not cool, brother. So I loaded up the game, and guess what happened? It took my bongo bucks and didn't give me the skin. It said I didn't own it. So I hit up Manju. I'm like, hey, where's my bongo bucks? And they responded with like, we're sorry. And they didn't even give me bongo bucks
What
back.
they give you, like gems? I think.
Not even gems. I think they
They're
gave me
fucking
like,
gems.
Oil.
I thought they just gave me oil or something
Okay,
stupid.
Yeah, dude, here's 1,000 oil.
I'm sorry. I was gonna say this. This is what I forgot what I was gonna say. I thought it was maybe controversial, and you may call me a dipshit.
Let's
but
hear it.
I thought it was really, really cool that in between the last two events, they decided to do that big ass rerun event where they ran all these old events, where they ran like the Feather event and the Warspite retrofit event and all like.
You think I'm gonna call you a dipshit? I got Bismarck.
Wasn't that cool?
I got Bismarck.
Yeah.
Wasn't
things
that like
for
a
Yeah,
really,
that's-
really cool
That's
like?
totally cool with me.
Yeah, that was cool because like if they do rerun events like that, Alex might not be a dipshit head ass and he might be able to get Nagato. Like that's really cool. They
I
need to do
really
that more.
fucking hope they do, because I don't want to wait a fucking year for Nagato. I'm trying to build the best Sakuta Empire fleet I can, and I can't really do that without Nagato.
I got Bismarck, my favorite ship, so I don't care.
Yeah,
I got
you should.
I got the
too.
ability to
Gaming
fucking
ship.
retrofit Warspite.
That
Yeah,
was
and
really
San,
all I
San
and
cared
San
about.
Diego.
Yeah, so
like
if
we
they-
all have 2 ultra rare ships now,
If they
Yeah.
did do these
The only
reruns,
ones
we'd
in the
be,
game. which we'll get to later.
Well,
Yeah,
no, actually,
right
not the
now.
only. No,
Right now.
not the only ones.
Shut the fuck up. Shut up. I said we'll get to it.
Dude,
Uh,
come on.
But back to events we didn't
man.
like. I also added in the coloring book event.
Oh, the
Well,
Z23
it's
all
coloring
those
book?
coloring
It's-
book
I
events.
like
all
the
those
Z23
fucking-
one just because it
You
got
got
me.
a Z23 skin though, and now she has an O skin, so
Yeah,
you're gonna use
it's
that
my
one.
favorite boat. Of course, I'm happy
Well,
about
yeah.
Speaking of these fucking coloring book events, the last coloring book event they had, I think it was a Z23 one.
it. It was
It
the
was a
it was the
rerun.
rerun of the Z23
So-
one.
Yeah.
There were 7 coloring books, and each day you got a new picture to color, and you had to spend oil to get the paints to do it, yada yada yada. So the last one was a draw your own picture, and my dumb ass spent at least a half hour coloring every single block in, and these blocks are it's like 35 by 35 on a
Dude, it's
small ass
bigger.
screen.
They're bigger than
They're
35.
bigger.
So just these big fucking blocks on a small screen. I had to individually tap.
Were you spending oil to do this?
No. I
Yeah,
had
you
all.
spend.
You didn't have to buy paint.
You get
could
infinite
just choose
paint
your color.
for the last one.
So I filled every fucking square in, and then nothing happened. I'm like, what the fuck? And then Luke was over that day, and I told him about it. He was like, yeah, that's just a draw your own picture. thing.
Andy,
You can
did
just
you
do what
know
want.
you can swipe your finger to color more? You don't have to tap.
I just tapped because it felt efficient.
I mean, I can see that because when you color the pictures, you tap for the different colors. But like when you were doing the free color event, you can just move your finger around.
I tapped every block.
Not that it really matters because only stupid people probably did that.
Anyway,
I think
You're
we're
the only
three
one.
normal individuals here.
on to
minus
my
Anthony.
last least favorite event. It's the mini games to get San Diego and Worst by Retrofit
What are you
parts.
talking about, dude?
Oh, you love the very fun and interactive mini game
It
where
was a
you
good
Absolutely.
mini game, dude.
Once you get past 10, you just go off the
Yeah,
cliff.
dude, when you literally get past 10 and then you set your phone down and then walk away for the other minute and a half of the fucking game.
The War
Yeah.
Spite one was dumb as fuck.
Oh,
Where's
that
my
one was
one-
so
What was the
boring.
San
dude.
Diego one?
San Diego's matched the fucking ships, but it didn't make sense because
Yeah.
you couldn't match them half the time. It's like, this isn't a proper move, but they were both open.
All those little event games, most of them are fucking
Most of them
dumb.
suck. You know what one's the worst? When they did the Race Queen event, which by the way had some of the
Oh my
best
God.
skins, all you did
Single
was
track Monopoly.
you just clicked a button and your little car went around the track and it was like, oh, you got 100 coins. Oh.
You got like useless amount of stuff too.
Oh,
like
you
the
get-
one was like 10 oil. It's like,
It's like I can't
12
even run my
coins.
fleet one time for that.
you can
you
even
had-
start a mission.
Mine's 65 to just start a battle.
But you had to do it to get what was at the end. So you're just and if you like neglect it for a day, you're like, 5 turns, I'll just do it sometime, and you probably forget, and then tomorrow you have 10 fucking turns to do, and even though it's like just a click of a button, you're like, fuck, dude, this sucks. I just want it to end.
Because you always get lucky, quote unquote, and it's like 6 moves, and you're like, oh boy, and it
Oh
runs.
jeez.
Oh, gee whiz,
I
Dad,
will
you
say,
didn't have
though-
to do that fast
That
car,
reminds me.
NASCAR.
That reminds me, when I joined, it's when the BAB event was going on. There was a one-track Monopoly, and it was the very last day of the event.
Oh
The
yeah,
fucking
they,
So
Chinese
I
New Year
had-
had one.
So
yeah,
I
they've
had
done it a couple times.
like
75 rolls.
I remember sitting there and watching you do it. It was hilarious.
I sat there and I just pressed it and I went, oh boy, 50 left.
But I will say this, dude. The Race Queen event had amazing skins they released.
Hi-ho.
Because not only because the skins were amazing, but because they finally gave some, aka one ship that really deserved a skin. In my opinion, that's
Taiho?
Zuikaku. Taiho already had skins prior to that.
Taiho had like
Zuikaku,
one other skin.
no, Zuikaku. She had one skin.
I've never seen Zuka.
Ever since I started playing the game, it said she had 2 skins, but the second skin always said coming soon. Zuikaku is my favorite ship, and to not have a skin for such a powerful ship really pissed me off. So they finally gave her a skin. So I was like, fuck it, I'm buying this skin. And it was, dude, it looks awesome. All of them
Although,
do.
I mean, shout to Zuikaku for getting her skin, but Otago had the best skin of that event.
Dude, Otago's was
undeniably
bopping.
so.
Hi everybody. I'm looking at the Zuikaku skin because I didn't know she had a.
Hey, let me
race
see, let me
queen
see that.
Oh
Let me
yeah,
see that.
dude. It was mostly Sakuta Empire ships. I think there was like 1 or 2 ships that weren't Sakuta Empire that
Which is
got
totally
race
cool. I
queens.
think Shokaku got a banging skin.
Dude, isn't it awesome? Isn't it fucking amazing?
Zuikaku's?
yes.
Yeah, that fuck.
Yeah.
Oh
And, like, she
god,
got
here's
different-
for the audience.
She got different voice lines.
Demonetized.
She got different voice lines with
epic,
it too,
dude.
and they're epic, dude.
You know what, Andrew? Throw a PNG of the Zuikaku skin up on
I
screen right
will.
now.
I'll do it. I'll throw it up.
You should throw up like pictures of the boats we're talking
All right.
about.
Yeah.
Big,
But Zuikaku also got like a new hairstyle, and I was like, damn, that's
Gonna have, like,
cool.
big-
Completely
red ears.
fading away from the topic of events. What you just said, just the fact that every boat has its own specific voice line and voice actor with like lines that portray their personality is fucking
And ones
awesome.
that change dependent on skin.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Neil voiced Laffy.
I would fucking die.
Dude, my favorite one. Okay, so one of my favorite boats in the game is Vestal. She's a United States ship. She's a repair vessel, and one of her only skin actually is she's like in a swimsuit. My favorite voice line from that skin is, "The sun's awfully hot today, Commander. Would you like me to rub some sunscreen on your back?" I'm like, "Rub it all over me. Put it anywhere
Dude,
that
some
there's
of them are
skin."
great. So I like opened up my game today. It wasn't the first time I seen it, but I have Taiho as my secretary. Taiho's like, "Oh, Commander, would you like a bath? Would you like me to do something else, or do you want to do it? Ha 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 ha." I'm like, Taiho, you read my fucking mind, girl.
That is your phone, and I use that sometimes.
You're playing me like a fiddle.
You're playing me like a fiddle, and there's Splooge John Alex's
We
phone.
do not have to
No,
talk
no,
about what
Taiho played me
you
like a
did while we
hurdy-gurdy
were
for
in
getting on the
Alabama.
topic of pirates, you know. What'd he say?
Yarg.
Red lights. What's that dude's name?
Frank Ocean.
Frank
Yeah, Frank
Ocean.
Ocean. We don't need to
Oh,
go there.
no, no, let's stray away from that.
Yarg.
That's the episode 50
Just-
special. I'll talk about that story.
Episode 50, look forward to it. Jonathan has a very good
Make
story.
notes right now. Tweet at us and remind us every day.
Sorry, Mom. Fuck me. I just made
Anyway,
a
that was
promise.
events.
That was events. No,
Thank
another
you.
cool thing they do throw in events. We mentioned it a little bit earlier, but they have 2 ultra rare ships. And that is San Diego and Warspite. So you can retrofit the certain ships, and that makes them better. They get new skins and stuff, new voice lines. And 2 of these ships are called ultra rares. So basically how it goes is you have ships with, like, I'm just going to divide it by color because I can't really think of the names off the top of my head. But you have, like, ships that are gray. You have blue ships. You have purple, gold. And then you have ultra rare, which are rainbow. So gray ships are kind of the ships that are just basic as fuck. They're not that great. Blue ships are a little bit better. Purple ships are actually, like, worth using. Gold ships are, like, top tier pretty much. And then with the rainbow ones, the ultra rares, they're like the cream of the crop, the creme de la creme. But there's only 2 ships with that in right now. And to retrofit these ships, you need a specific part you can only get from events. And the cool thing we mentioned earlier is that Azur Lane brought these events back so you could get the retrofit pieces needed. So we took advantage of that, and we all retrofitted Warspite. We all retrofitted San Diego. So we're just, like, grinding away with these, like, top-tier ships, making our fleets, like, baller as fuck.
Baller as fuck.
What's
Yeah.
kind of, I mean, what's like cool about that? Since it like is a gacha game, I would feel like some people would expect a super important piece like that you need to retrofit a ship to be like in the gacha
Base game.
world. Yeah, no, not even that. Like, you know how you go into the build pool and you build and it's like, will you get this ship? I don't know. You have a percentage to get this ship. You know, I'm glad they didn't make those pieces like that. It's like, roll during this week. If you get it, cool. If you don't, fuck off. You know, all you have to do is just play like the minigame and you get the piece.
Yeah.
Kachiga. Anywho, I just got another priority ship. I have the most of everybody, by the way. Just
I don't have any.
Fuck off.
odd
I don't
flex.
have any either.
Odd flex. I have St. Louis, Rune, and now I have Cheshire. Alex, throw a little picture of Cheshire right
All
there.
right.
Yeah, you
Put
Put
Cheshire
it like
in the
right here
description
between my
below.
hands. Here, this is
Cheshire.
the
All right,
perfect
hold your
setup.
hands there real quick.
Right there between my hands. This is Cheshire.
We're good. We're
Kachiga.
good. All right, so Luke, as you can see, he got a priority ship called Cheshire. So Azur Lane has these things called priority ships, where you have a bunch of tasks to complete to get these special ships. These ships are like OP as fuck. They're really, really fucking
Wicked
good.
Omega powerful.
Omega powerful. Like-
Scare game winner, powerful.
Yeah, they're
Like Uzma Kappa shouts Devon.
Shouts
Devin.
Devin.
Kappa.
Who's my
But
cat?
they're really good ships, and one of these ships is also a super rare. It's Frederick de Gross.
3.
Frederick?
Three of them.
Izuma, Frederick de Gross, and Drake.
No way.
Drake
Frederick
is
I thought it was
Gross.
only Frederick
Nope,
de Gross.
all 3 of them are super
Frederick
or
de
ultra rares.
Gross.
Wow.
They're gross.
They're gross.
I'm
There
learning
are,
more.
there
at the-
are
I'm
5
learning-
ultra rare
I'm
ships.
learning more at the Horny
There's a
podcast
lot
than I
of
did in
ultra
school.
rares.
There's
I wouldn't say a
I wouldn't say there's a lot.
There's
Yeah.
more than none.
Fair.
Hey, this guy's Mr. Optimistic here.
glass half full.
No,
Anywho.
I'm glass half cummed in.
Any hoot. You can build these ships and put them in your fleet, and they're very powerful and very good. I'm currently trying to build Rune, my first priority ship. One of the big things you have to do is get like 1 million XP, and then they're like, oh, you need 2 million XP after 1 million XP. So I'm on the 2 million XP task, and then I'll have Rune. So I'm very excited to get my first priority ship.
So Jonathan? Question, do you do 1 million and then it's already half done for the 2 million, or do you have to get 3 million?
You have to get 3 million total. You'll do. So you'll do the 1 million, and then it'll technically then it like unlocks the 2 million XP one. So it doesn't count, like especially if you're doing the research part where you just have to do research missions or research. Yeah.
Guys, look,
yeah, research
I'm Juice-Gay, a.k.a. Juice, a.k.a. Justice.
Shout out to Juice.
Juice
does have Azur Lane, but doesn't play it a lot. Juice, if you want to man up and play fucking Azur Lane with the boys.
He's not horny.
That'd be awesome. If you are horny enough to play with us, we'll accept you. But you got to be horny enough. You hear me? Juice?
Right.
Juice-Gay?
The other cool thing that I like about the priority ships is they also get their own little
no, don't
card.
open Mozilla Firefox.
So like, look at Cheshire there in the middle.
Let me see.
She gets her own little. They get like their own special.
Oh yeah,
cards.
that's cool. So
and
like,
then their backgrounds are also kind of like multicolored.
They just get a very special treatment because they're epic as fuck.
Yeah.
The other thing is they don't like evolve with boolins. Like everything else. Nope, you have to get research dollars.
No way. I did not know that.
Oh, I have like 400 for fucking St. Louis. I have too many.
Just start feeding them to her.
I stopped
I don't have St. Louis.
But
I did too. I moved to Rune.
But it works just like how boolins do. So it's called development levels. Mm-hmm. So there's 30 total. You get up to level 10, and then she has to be level 10. To get to 20, they have to be 30, and then to get 30, they have to be 70.
So, like, putting them in battle doesn't level them up?
They do level up, but, like, they don't get stars.
You know how you like, limit break your ship?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they don't limit break.
Is 105 enough to get St. Louis all the way up?
Not all the way up.
Whoa, that's crazy.
I've probably put at least 200 probably into Rune, and she's level 23.
Damn.
I probably put like 150 to 200.
How many stars is she?
She's 5 stars right now.
Okay, now...
Isn't there 6?
Yes.
Luke, with a level 23 Rune, can you still use that in, like
a high-level battle?
High-level battles? Like, if you were to do, like, 9 or 10 in the
well, like,
story.
A better question would be, like, how does that compare to...
a regular ship?
Like, what level comparison are they equal?
So, say Rune is level 23. What would that roughly equate to a normal ship?
It doesn't really equate to anything as a normal ship. It more equates to a 5-star ship that's slightly more powerful. So, like, at level 10, they get 4 stars. Level 20, they get 5 stars. And at level 30, they get 6 stars. But, like, they then have, like, in-between power-ups. So, like, instead of, like, it's just a big power spike, it's, like, smaller power spikes up to a bigger power spike. So, like, you can see here... like her torpedoes and firepower are almost up to another level.
Oh, word!
Max out, and then those increase the more blueprint dollars.
Does it max at 100, or is that just to get to the next level?
I think it's to get to the next level.
Okay.
I haven't been paying a lot of attention.
Yeah.
Also, I fed her one, and it didn't level her up, so I can't tell you from first.
Yeah, a lot of the boats you'll use as fodder for your other good boats.
All the way, the grade.
You also can't use boats as fodder for priority ships.
Rip.
That's
Dude,
why there's the development levels.
I would feed everyone to Rune.
That's why there's the development levels. They work as both fodder and limit breaks.
Oh, it feels like priority ships are a big fucking undertaking.
Yeah,
I mean they are, but
I'm so close to marrying Rune.
Is it worth it to get a priority ship? Is it worth it?
I've heard from several different forum posts that Rune is one of the best cruisers in the game.
That's why I'm building.
And I've
her.
also heard that Frederick
not
DeBrose
only
is
because she's like the best,
powerful.
because she's a yonder.
Let's just not limit it to those 2 ships. Like, is it worth it to go and construct priority ships in general?
I mean, I guess it depends on the person, because it's a big task to take on. You know what I mean?
I mean, if you ask me for the flex, yeah. I have
the
three,
yeah, for the
absolutely.
cloud,
I literally have 3
for the cloud,
priority
fuck
ships.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
that's a big flex.
Meanwhile, no one else here has one.
And I'm about to be the first one with Frederick de Gross too. So like,
Yeah, and like if you're doing an exercise and you see someone with a priority ship, dude, you do not want to fucking fight them if you don't have one.
They're
You're
scary.
like,
they beat
fuck
the
off.
shit out of you.
That's like fighting someone with fucking level
3
one.
enterprises in the back.
Oh my
Three
God.
enterprises, all level 120, fully limit broken.
And you've got a level 5 like fucking
Oh.
Norfolk.
Like a fucking.
Level 5 boat.
You've got a Bullen.
Norfolk.
You've got a Bullen, a purple Bullen.
No, you got like a Kashi.
You got a prototype Bullen that's a level 10. You're like, well, it's leveled up.
Akashi's super useful when she's with any other ship because she doesn't do
Exactly. If
damage
she's
herself.
alone, she's not.
because she doesn't do anything. She's literally just AA.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, but
Akaidinya.
I like the priority ships, man. I actually
They're
really
cool.
like
They're
them.
super cool.
Mm-hmm.
I just really want one.
Yeah, same here. I mean, dude, it takes a long time to get one, though. It really does.
Yeah, I'll show you.
It really is a big task that if you're one of those people that's kind of indecisive, man, priority ships aren't really for you. And I say this because you got to put a lot of time into a single ship. So if you're like, how many priority ships are there? First of all,
There's
What's there, what?
6 PR1, 6 PR2, and 5 PR3, so that's 17.
17. So I mean, if you're indecisive, man, you have 17 priority ships to choose from. If you can't decide on one and just stick to it,
build champagne.
you're never really gonna get one.
If you can't decide, build champagne.
Because she's awesome.
She is awesome.
They're all awesome.
She's sleepy.
Well, it takes even forever to even get up to like the
Act like
P3s.
Seattle's
Like
not
you
awesome.
gotta grind even to be able to
Yeah.
unlock or even attempt to build a P3.
Yeah, but it takes some serious commitment to get these ships, and I've been putting in on it like literally like months of grinding for Rune so far, and I still don't have her. I'm on the last thing. I just need to finish the 2 million XP, and I'll get her. But it's taken a long time, so if you're indecisive, man, you really got to hone in and find
Build champagne.
build champagne. You know, if you can't find a ship that works for you, build champagne, and then move on. So, I think priority ships are a cool thing they added. Honestly, I think it's a very neat way to show the people that are dedicated compared to the simps of Azur Lane. You know what I
I'm
mean?
here for him.
I'm not
Fucking
gonna lie.
simps.
I'm dedicated and a simp.
I mean, you
A
can
simp of
a-
dedication.
Yeah.
yeah,
a
simp of
dedicated simp.
Luke, you worded that perfectly. Thank you. Shouts to Neil.
Shouts Neil. You know what? Neil.
Yeah, so that's priority ships.
Jay's
I
in my
think
vote.
they're a cool thing to add.
Fuck the
It
cat.
gives, like, if the event sucks,
Don't
it's a
fuck the
really
cat. Don't fuck him.
if the event sucks, it's a really cool thing to work towards. But
I'll give you the old one too.
Whoa.
Anywho.
But we're gonna stray a bit away from the game and move into the anime of Azur Lane. This anime aired in fall of 2019, and I did watch it while it was airing because I was already playing the game. I knew what it was, so I was unbelievably excited for this anime. And actually, today's Saturday, Friday night, all the boys came over to my house, and we did binge Azur Lane. This
Yeah,
is my
all of
second
us.
time watching it.
Again, except Luke. It was his first.
Yeah, Luke
Yeah,
did.
all of
this
us
was-
came over.
Yeah,
Watched it.
minus Jonathan because he's
All of us.
because he actually has a girlfriend.
Fuck you.
Because he's a simp.
Fucking
He's
weird,
simp,
weirdo.
dude. Yeah,
Dude.
dude.
Fuck you guys.
You're fucked up, man.
Simp went to go hang out with his girlfriend, dude.
Who does that?
Fuck you guys.
Yo, Jay, who's the friend you met last night? What's his name?
Oh, hey, Greg. Hey, Greg, if
Greg.
you're listening to this, Gregory, if you're listening to this, homie, it's a big shout out to you. What timestamp is this, Thorpe?
5316.
All right, so, Greg, if you're listening to this, we want to say we appreciate you. Please tell your friends. I told Luke you play Smite and that you're a homie.
I play Smite.
Luke plays a lot more Smite than I do.
I have like, I don't know, 1,200 hours.
Yeah, so Greg, if you're
my
listening to this, thank
God.
you. Tell your friends you're a big homie, and we appreciate you watching the podcast.
Yeah, Greg. If you do end up watching the podcast, thanks a lot. We appreciate it, man.
You're kinda sick.
Every viewer means a lot to
Yeah.
us, so we're really happy that you're interested in anime. It's a very cool thing to get
If
into.
you're not subscribed, subscribe on YouTube.
Also-
One more subscription, and Neil gets a hat.
Yep. And I'm gonna try and shout this out throughout the show, kind of, but this is to Greg specifically, but to any of the viewers listening. If you guys are interested in Azur Lane and you are on the Lexington server and you want to join our clan, aka what's it called actually?
Guild.
Hello, Harem.
Guild. You can join the Hello Harem Guild in the Lexington server. We'd be happy to have some new members, man.
What
It'd
is
be
the
really
name
fun.
of our guild?
Hello, Harem.
Hello Harem.
Is it really?
With
It
a
is.
space.
I spent the
space.
fucking gems.
Is it capital H Hello, capital
It is.
H Harem?
Yep.
Yes.
So capital H hello, capital H Harem. You guys can join the guild. We'd love to have new people in. Go ahead and shoot some messages in the chat because God knows it's fucking dead right now. Anyways, let's get into this fucking anime.
You'll know which clan's ours because you'll see USS Shampoo in there, and that's me.
And Twiggy.
And Salty Rooster for you.
I'm Luby. I feel like I'm the only normal commander.
Shut up.
I was drunk when I made
That's probably why I
mine.
have the best harem.
My ass, dude. Where's your Nagato?
That's poop.
Yeah, dude,
Nagato's a
where's your-
Nagato's a lolly, bro.
Oh, and I'm
Where's
into her.
Where's your Queen Elizabeth?
Flip that out.
Queen Elizabeth is low key a lolly.
Okay, do you... So?
All right, dudes, let's get into this anime. First thoughts. What'd you guys think of it?
It was
Right
awesome.
off the bat.
It was
what'd you
awesome.
think?
Like,
War.
War never changes.
War never
No matter
changes.
the era.
No
Fuck
matter
it.
the era.
stay fierce, King.
All right, let me hear Anthony. Let me hear what you have to say.
It was epic as fuck. Like, especially like when Jonathan said earlier about playing the game first and then watching the anime, like seeing, I'm gonna sound like I'm speaking for everybody here, that seeing your boat girls like, talk and shit, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
It does something to
Me
a
and
man.
Luke were really sad because our favorite. I think you too, Thorpe. We were sad because our favorite boat girls weren't
Oh,
in it
yeah,
much.
that's a good point. The amount of boats that are in the game are a lot more than the amount of boats that are in the show.
Which is necessary because there's like 500 boats in the game.
you can't
450.
you can't
Thanks, Luke.
animate
Wow.
450 boats into a. I mean, you can, but
Actually,
holy fuck,
more.
would that take forever? And
Yeah, I
each
mean-
boat would get less time on screen.
You're just laughing, right?
Zuikaku.
Oh, Zuikaku.
Zuikaku
She was in it a
ju-
lot.
Zuikaku just beats Laffy just by a hair, man. So
Zuikaku was
basically-
in it a lot.
Yeah, basically two of my favorite boats are like main characters of the show. So I was more than pleased with how it turned
None
out.
of my top two favorite boats are even in the show.
Who's your top two? I know you like
Intrepid and Ryoho.
Oh, they weren't in it at all.
Not at all.
Luke's was in it for about 15 seconds.
That's
Look at
all I
that.
needed, dude. You know what?
of the last episode.
I got to see Bismarck. She talked. She made a line. That's all I needed.
Yeah.
I was happy.
Jay,
That ended satisfied.
yours
buddy.
is Z23, right?
It is, yes.
Z23 played a big part in the show. Well, not a huge
Quote
part,
unquote
but
big part. She was like in it in like 5 episodes. Zuikaku was in it a
lot.
Zuikaku
Alex
was
definitely.
everywhere.
Not-
Alex wins this round.
Not only was she in it a lot, but she played a large role because, okay, so in the show, Enterprise is pretty much the main character.
Yeah.
What Zuikaku's role was
Stop picking at it, you fucking
was
idiot.
basically against Enterprise. So you have my favorite boat coinciding with the main character.
I don't
So
know about that.
my favorite boat was in it a very good amount, and not just seen but played a major role in the plot.
I'd say that Zuikaku and Enterprise went against each other, but that's like Mike Tyson trying to box Peter Dinklage. Like it wasn't
no,
a
it seriously
fight.
was.
No, it was just
You're right.
Zuikaku wanting to fight Enterprise. Enterprise
Yeah.
Enterprise
wasn't
was
like, hey
like, I have
Zuikaku,
no
I'm
interest
gonna
in you."
destroy you.
Yeah,
Zuikaku was
she was
like, I'm
like,
gonna fuck you up,
you, I'm
Kratos."
gonna go fight Akagi and
Yeah.
Kaga.
Enterprise was just like, hey, just get out of my way.
Yeah. But
The
needless-
one time they fought, it was like not even a fight.
there was like one battle where it was actually pretty evenly matched. in the
Zuikaku almost
beginning.
fucking sunk Enterprise.
Yeah.
Barely.
Like, not even
I wouldn't
barely.
say
If
barely.
Belfast wasn't there, then she would have fucking sunk.
Nah, dude.
Yeah, I agree.
Nah.
Can we get a shout out to Belfast?
Shouts
Belfast.
Shouts Belfast.
Shout-
Shut up, Luke. You're not allowed to shout things that aren't real. Shout Belfast, though.
Don't fucking talk to me like that. Belfast is real. We can go see her.
Dude, Neil is right there.
Fuck you. We can go see Belfast. She's still up in London. We're gonna go eventually.
Thank you for covering Neil's ears when you curse.
Yeah, no problem.
Stupid ass cat.
Anthony, you're gonna get your
Yeah.
ass eaten.
I'm
Luke.
gonna beat the, pardon my French, shit out of you.
Luke, as a first viewer of the anime, what did you think of it?
Going in, I heard from a lot of different sources that it was not very good.
Mhm.
And so I was going in and I was kind of iffy for the most part because I was like, I mean, more than just a few people were saying it wasn't very good. So I was like, it probably isn't going to be that good. I watched, I'm like, this is fucking awesome. All
Yeah,
you
it was
people,
great.
all you people are actually
It was really fun.
retards. Fuck you guys.
Azur Lane is one of those shows that, like, if you go into it expecting this show with this crazy awesome plot and following and being super engulfed, you're not going to enjoy it. You have to have fun with this show, and that's the biggest thing. Like,
Yeah.
we saw the show, we're like, this is fucking awesome, cool things are happening. I'm seeing boat waifus battle and fucking vibe on the beach.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, what I thought was cool with the show itself, first off, plot didn't make any sense.
I mean, okay, in a way it kind of did.
But they were pissing me off. They're like, we're not humans. And they're like, we're boats. And they're like, we're humans. I'm like, what are you?
I mean, dude, I didn't really think that was a huge deal. It's like you either choose one or the other. Either
but
way,
they
either
made
way,
it a deal. That's the problem.
two characters made it a deal, Belfast and Enterprise. You either say they're humans that are boats or they're boats that are humans. Either way, they look like fucking humans. They're hot as shit. And they have boat capabilities. However you look at it, it doesn't really matter with the plot. I think it followed fairly well though, because you had what?
I could have been anything, dude. I could have been the president, and here I am. You just said the line. Depends on how you look at them. They could, they could be humans that are boats, or they could be boats that are humans. And I'm thinking about how I could have gone pre-med. I could have met a nice girl and moved out to California, but here I am in Ohio, in a room that is 400 degrees with a Paw Patrol plushie and Neil talking about if
Why
they're
does everyone
boats
shit on Neil?
or if they're humans. And the whole time I've had an erection. And I kind of wish that my parents would have said, bucket abortion. They didn't. They thought about it. My mom told me, but they didn't.
No, I think I just want a daughter. Shouts Jenna.
Shouts Jenna.
Don't shout her
Jenna,
out.
you turned out way better than Jonathan.
You aren't doing an anime podcast in a 400-degree room.
You're going to school doing cheerleading. You're doing your
I was
stuff,
gonna
man.
make a whole ass
I'm
joke.
in
and
school. What do you mean?
I was gonna make a whole ass joke and then I realized I can't.
Zip.
Zap.
Zoop.
But
Okay.
going back to the anime, I don't think it.
Oh,
To
that's
me-
what we were talking about.
Yeah.
I wanted to actually say more about what I was saying before.
Yeah, I'll finish my
Not you.
I'll finish my incoherent thought real quick. But I don't think it necessarily matters whether you look at them as humans that are boats or boats that are humans, regardless of the fact that war never changes, dude. No matter the era. But no, seriously. Either way, you view this show as the same way, kind of. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like Anthony said, literally just go into the show having fun.
Exactly.
Don't go into it
just a
expecting
fun watch,
anything.
man.
Don't go into it being like, this show has to have.
Can I just make one more point?
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, you didn't really get anything that was ticklish on me, so you kind of.
I know, you would have elbowed me in the face.
Yeah,
so I
you want to
avoided
try
it.
again?
You're aiming
I
for
might
your
elbow you in the
asshole.
face if
Such
you
a
actually tickle me.
sloppy
But they made a show based on a mobile game. There is no manga. There's no light novel to precede it. So it's kind of hard to kind of make your own plot to something that you didn't originally create. So I think they did a very good job.
Was the mobile game based off the
No,
show?
no. The mobile
No,
game
mobile
is-
game came
the
way
mobile
before.
game came out way
No,
before
mobile
the
game
show.
came out in like
What the fuck?
2017, dude.
Yes. Jonathan's flapping his
But-
I
flapping
not
his
only
gums.
have sweaty
But,
armpits, I have a swamp ass.
But it's I think it'd be really difficult to make a show based on a mobile game with virtually, if you look at it, no plot. You know
I
what I mean?
mean,
And I think they did a
you're
very
right.
good job at capturing attention, getting the characters right, making a decent storyline out of something that had nothing. I
mean,
think they did a really good
The only
job.
thing they had to go on was boats fight sirens, Bert. Like,
Exactly.
That's
it's like,
what they
oh,
had.
it's the Skuta Empire, blah, blah, blah. The Iron Blood, blah, blah, blah. Sirens, blah, blah, blah. Azur Lane, go defeat them.
But that's kind of what I was getting at is that,
Okay, Dad.
all right, you have shows like Princess Connect and Lapis Relights that are also based off of mobile games. They've got fucking pretty good-ass plots, honestly, for the most part.
I mean, here's the thing. Do they?
You're trying to tell me that Princess Connect didn't have a flawless plot where they went around beating up monsters and eating
I mean,
food?
but okay, no. What I mean by that is,
Luke's right.
Yeah,
what I mean by that is there was no end goal in like shows like Princess Connect, Azur Lane, and like what was another mobile game
Lapis
show?
Relights.
Lapis Relights. There's like obviously in Lapis Relights they want to make an idol group, but like in Princess Connect Redive, what is the end goal? It's just them having daily life. Azur Lane, it's
Well,
just them having daily war.
Not really with Princess Connect. They actually had the whole plot of Pecorine being the princess and there being like
Yuki
darkness
being
through all the world.
Loki
And,
isekai'd.
yeah, and Yuki's low-key isekai. There's a lot of plot to that show.
But again, like those shows fall into the category of go in wanting to have fun.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
If you go
That's
to any of
kinda
those
how I
shows
view
the
it.
same way, expecting a serious plot, you're gonna be like, well, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think Azur Lane really got a lot of shit for how it did, man. The animation was great, the music was great, the voice acting was great. It was the sheer fact that they didn't use a fuck ton of CGI actually really impressed me, because there's a lot going on with the movements and the characters, and the fact that they didn't overdo the CGI actually really impressed me. I think the show just got a ton of shit because people went in expecting something as good as the mobile game, and when they didn't get it, they were just gonna piss on it. You know what I mean?
I mean, the other thing that I liked about the show is that you had Enterprise, who was kind of the main character, but you also had the side story with Laffy, Javelin, and Ayanami.
That too, dude.
They
that
were
too.
also main characters that went alongside the main
Yeah.
story. It wasn't like a side story or anything. It was interwoven. I thought that was really cool how they did that.
Dude, it was almost like the main story too, because I don't know if I should say this because spoilers, honestly. But
Spoiler warning.
Beep, boop,
should,
beep,
should I
boop,
say
beep,
it?
boop.
Okay.
Well,
so
you gave a warning.
Spoiler warning. Skip ahead like 30 seconds
You'll
just in
be
case.
timestamp in the description.
30 seconds.
But yeah, just in case. But Laffy and Javelin and like Unicorn are like almost solely responsible for making the Sakuda Empire and Azur Lane come together, if you really think about it. Like, I know the whole Akagi and Kaga thing and everybody making up over that with the big battle at in episode 12, but like you had an underlining plot that Ayanami from the Sakuda Empire and the other three from Azur Lane
Laffy, Javelin, Unicorn.
can still be friends, and that kind of made its way to the entire Azur Lane, or like the whole thing, you know what I mean? So it's like they kind of were like the main plot under the main plot.
That's what I'm saying. There was like a side main plot with
Yeah.
a main plot. There was like two main plots the whole time, but they were both reaching the same end goal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sneeze.
No, he's just yawning.
He's just
No, he's
yawning.
done. Final point for me.
It's 11 p.m. What do you mean?
Shouts anime Laffy.
It's 10:48. What's that?
Shouts anime Laffy.
Anime Laffy was a
Anime
whole
Laffy
vibe.
was the best
She
character
was
in
so
that show.
cool today.
She was, and I
She
love
was
Kuda
fucking
Days.
stupid, and
Yeah,
I
she
loved her.
Dude, she wasn't even
Mm,
stupid. She was
Laffy.
just very tired and drunk most of the time, but she had coherent thoughts.
She
And
was way
That
too sleepy to
sounds like-
fight.
That sounds like a lot of people here at this table.
In
Dude,
case
she
you're
was
wondering,
tired.
she
something
was
cool.
responsible for becoming friends with Ayanami.
Oh, yeah,
Everybody at this
Laffy's the
table is
reason-
Tired, and drunk all the time. Except me, I'm underage, but you know these guys are.
I'm
All right,
not
Luke,
drunk.
what were you
I
saying?
had a little bit of gin.
I don't remember.
I don't either.
I was just gonna go.
Yeah.
Yuki.
Well,
Mm.
no, I mean, there's really not much more to go over about like the anime. Like, it was a good show. If
Yeah, I
you
mean, we
if
hit
you
everything.
enjoy the game, watch the show. If you haven't seen it, I mean, you're gonna have a good time watching it. Honestly.
Yeah. Like, whenever we saw a character that we liked, we were like, oh, dude, that's fucking Honolulu. Dude, there's
Dude,
Helena.
Comet!
There's
Even
Comet,
like-
Singjet.
They would be sitting in the fucking dining hall, and it would be focused on like Javelin, Laffy, and the gang, and in the background there's another
Dude, look,
table
it's
way off.
Downs.
Yeah, and Downs and Spence and
Why is
Charles
San
Auburn.
Diego trying to steal Bogue's food, dude?
Yeah, like you see all that stuff in the background, and you're like, that's fucking awesome. They're not
Yeah.
even really doing anything, but I'm enjoying the fuck out of it.
Or like when Ninghai and Pinghai came in, and Hammond was like the worker for their little stall of
She's
food.
like, why am I working
Yeah,
here?
it's like just a little thing they throw, and you're like, dude, it's Hammond. And she
was in there so
She was in the
much.
show a lot.
She was, and it made me happy. She's an awesome boat.
she's a little.
I agree. It's like a starter to a car that won't.
Sounds like your car.
little.
My car starts every time.
It goes. It takes a second.
Wow.
Some days it does, some days it doesn't.
Sounds like a Super Mario World spring. He goes. "Bow,
Bow.
bow,
Bow.
bow."
So, like, I guess we'll try and tie the game back into it. How do you guys think the game compares to the anime? Not necessarily in plot, but overall generalizations.
Honestly, I think it's kind of challenging to compare like the game and the anime, because in one hand you have like the pleasure of getting a boat that you want, or grinding this and beating this level, and then you're like, yeah, that's fucking awesome. Where the anime, you're like, this is awesome in a different way, where I'm just having fun and enjoying this. I mean, ending notes for me. They're both epic, and I enjoy the hell out of both of them.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of how I feel. I wasn't like I enjoy the game a fuck ton. I enjoy the anime a fuck ton. I wasn't like let down by the anime because I didn't really expect anything other than boat girls. I didn't know what kind of plot they'd use. I didn't necessarily care because I just wanted to see my boat girls in an anime.
That's
you know
literally
what I mean?
all I wanted.
That's all I was for.
It was it was just fun watching, and I
That's why
really
I'd say
enjoyed watching it.
Play the game before you watch it, because then you can be like,
Mhm.
I know who that is. Look at
Yeah,
comment.
and like if you happen to get a favorite boat in the game, and you'll see your favorite boat in the show,
Maybe.
I don't know, dude. Maybe it depends who you get or who your favorite boat is, but you'll just be happy to see them. Like
He's like,
I
look,
don't know,
there
dude.
it
There's something
is.
different about seeing a character in a game compared to an anime.
Look, it's Nagato, and you're like, burp.
That's me, Nagato.
Yeah, Nagato was in it, so if your favorite character is Nagato, she's in the show.
If you
Not a
have-
whole lot,
Yeah,
but
and if you see your,
she's in it.
one of your favorite characters, Nagato, in the game too, like all three of us have except you, that's pretty epic too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you see Nagato in the game, like, there's certain people here that have and one person that doesn't have it.
Yeah. Like
Nagato,
Queen Elizabeth
Nagato.
too.
Nagato, Queen Elizabeth. Queen Elizabeth was in the show a lot. You know who doesn't have Queen Elizabeth here, but she's a very good character, and she's actually super powerful. Anywho,
Alex?
I wish this house was higher so I could go all the way to the top and jump off.
All right, so we've covered most of the topics that we wanted to hit tonight. Now it's time. You know, it's time. Who is the baddest boat in the dock?
Oh no!
all right,
The
no,
single-handedly
listen,
most money.
everybody knows
We all
who the
know.
baddest boat in the dock
Alright,
is.
can we say it at the same time?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Prince
Yugen.
Yugen.
All right.
All right, so
The baddest boat in the dock.
It's that
Now,
strut, dude.
Prince Yugen from the Iron Blood.
Now, here we are. We're probably going to talk about our favorite boats now. That's kind of what I'm thinking where this is going. My number one is Bismarck. I would say she's top 5 baddest boats in the dock. That's just me, though. But my opinion's right, so whatever you guys say is wrong.
Anthony, who do you think, other than Yugen, is the baddest boat in the dock?
Oh god, I would need to like go in and search the dock. Right? I mean,
Illustrious definitely has
Illustrious is one of the
to be. She's
baddest
one of
boats
the
in the
baddest
dock.
boats in the
Big
dock.
Mommy Milker Illustrious.
Illustrious is. Jay, what about you? So, okay, like you have to take your favorite boat out of the equation and just put them in a pool of.
I still think that Bismarck, like...
That's fair. That's completely fair. That's
Because, like,
completely fair.
look at her. She's a fucking hottie.
Bismarck
Yeah.
is a bad
Here
boat.
she is again.
Though I
right here.
Though I disagree,
Here she
I
is
respect
again.
your opinion. But it's important to take your favorite boat out of the pool because you have a sort of leaning towards them and be like, who really is the baddest boat in the dock besides Yugen?
You know, I'd like to say my favorite boat's the best, like the baddest in the dock, but you know she's a lolly, so that makes it kind of illegal.
Who is it?
What?
Who would you say?
My favorite boat?
No, baddest boat in the dock.
Oh,
Because she's a lolly. Who is it?
it's not Z23.
Z23 is not really a
Unicorn?
lolly.
Yeah, she's a lolly.
I don't count Z23 as a lolly.
I don't
at all.
count her as a lolly either.
Oh, then I can say Z23 without going to jail.
But is Z23 really one of the baddest boats in the dock?
Okay.
No,
I
baddest
don't
boat in
know.
the dock, in my opinion, is a Tago.
I
I
can
She
get
is
down
one
with
of the
that.
baddest
I
boats
can
in
get
the
she
down
knows
with
how to
that.
strut that corn.
Yes,
You
she
know,
does.
she's down at the corn cob.
Huskin.
Hush,
She
yeah.
walks through the farmer's market all day, every day, hucking the summer squash. You get it. You feel it. You're down with that sickness.
But then you
get
have
it,
like the
bud.
sleepers, like
Shout disturbed.
then you have sleepers like Chapayev and fucking
Chop you.
what
Chop you?
in North Carolina.
North Carolina.
But are they really the baddest boats in the dock, Luke?
I think
come on.
South Dakota might deserve a spot here.
Ooh,
Me and Jay are on the
South
same page here with South Dakota.
We're saying top 5 baddest boats in the dock. We already
That's
we
fair.
already told
We know
who the
one.
baddest boat in
We
the
know
dock
number
is.
one.
We
And
know
I
the
already know
baddest
you're gonna
boat.
be like Rikaku, which I
No,
agree.
I will say Zuikaku is one of the baddest boats in the dock, but to be
the fucking dumbest thing we've ever talked about.
shut
up.
up, Luke.
I told
But
you
to be
that
fair-
Alex was gonna fuck you in a horse
I
costume.
agree.
I think this is not. As bad.
What was that episode like 3 or 4?
That was like 3, yeah.
Shouts to
Call
no,
back.
I'm not even gonna
Yeah,
say
the
it.
Shouts to
back.
episode 3 and Alex being a horse fucker. It goes full circle, gentlemen. It goes full circle. Alex fucks horses. Everybody in the podcast.
It's been like 6 or 7 episodes since I've had to deal with that.
Now you're back to
It's
horse
coming
fucking.
back. I'm gonna put a note in every
Horse fucker doesn't have Nagato or Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah, he's too busy plowing the stallion.
plowing this.
Alien.
Yeah, he's plowing field, if you know what I mean.
He's plowing field. That's classic.
That's why Alex watched the Kentucky Derby.
To jerk off.
What were you gonna say about baddest boat in the dock?
I was gonna say it was a horse he saw the other day.
There's no boats that represent horses.
Wait till one comes out and it'll be your favorite.
Yeah.
As long as her ears aren't weird. Horse
There's a
fucker.
skunk.
I love skunk waifu.
I do too.
Naganami, is that her name?
Yeah.
Luke, scroll up a
love
little bit. I
Naganami.
want to look at some boats.
But what I was going back to earlier, I do think Zuikaku is one of the baddest boats in the dock, and that's taking out the fact that she's my favorite boat. I do think solely she's one of the baddest boats in the dock. But I have to agree with Jay that Atago is either number 2 or 3. And to balance that out, I think Taiho is up there with 2 or 3.
Do you have
Not
so
Victorious. I don't think Victorious
in
is.
the anime, Akagi is one horny motherfucker.
Absolutely.
Yeah, she's
Dude,
horny
she
in
like
the game.
assaults
I think Akagi deserves a spot on the baddest boat in the
That's
dock
what I'm
list.
saying, dude. She might. I think she's number 2. I seriously think Atago is number 2 baddest boat in the dock.
Assaults Takao.
I said Akagi.
Akagi.
Yeah, he
I
said
think it said
Akagi.
Atago.
No,
No, he's talking about
I
Akagi.
agree. Atago is definitely
But
one of the
Akagi
badder
was
boats in
definitely
the dock.
taken over by the
I think-
horny monster.
I think if I had to agree, I think Akagi would be 3 or 4. Akagi had some very Yuri moments with Kaga and Amagi.
I love the Yuri undertones.
I do too. They're fucking
It's pretty great.
But I think Atago deserves the number 2 spot regardless.
Atago's a bad boat.
I mean,
she is one bad
dude,
boat.
you go from Prince Yugen with the strut to Atago who assaults her sister. And just doesn't. And then she's like, Ainami, you want some of this shit? And Ainami's like, no, Des.
Nah, dude, I'm good.
Yeah, Des.
I just did the math, and that's rape.
I mean, essentially.
Dekomori des.
Dekomori Des.
Oh, no.
I mean, there's a lot of boats that you could put into baddest boat in the dock.
Is Rodney top 5 baddest boats in the dock?
Dude, I fuck with Rodney.
Wait,
Do
guys,
not
let
give
me see
Rodney
those
shit.
skins.
As a little final note for who's the baddest boat in the dock,
It's really whoever's the most horny.
I'd like to rephrase my answer.
Whoa,
I've
let me hear
actually
it.
thought of
Let me
a
hear it.
boat that is
Like-
actually the baddest boat.
Silent,
I think she's
silence.
badder than fucking Prince Yugen. Like,
That's what I'm
no
saying, dude.
fucking
Don't
joke.
disrespect Rodney.
Okay, baddest boat in the dock, in my opinion. I wholeheartedly agree that she is better than Prince Yugen.
Wait, is this a serious answer?
Yes,
Okay, let me hear
that's
it.
why I'm fucking talking.
Shut the fuck up.
Alex, let him go on. This is
I'm
serious.
letting him go on.
Shut up.
The baddest boat in the dock, the one, the only, the undisputed champion,
It's not serious.
the little beaver herself, Charles Osborne! Yay, she's horny. So
she's
am I.
probably like 7.
Baddest boat.
Dude,
Whoa.
she fights for justice.
She fights for justice.
Her and the little beavers.
Baddest boat in the dock. She's like one of the goodest boat in the dock at that point.
She's the
Yeah.
goodest boat in the dock.
My laptop just died.
Yeah, that's
Get
epic.
fucked, idiot.
I don't know. I think we have the number 1 and 2 spots agreed upon for baddest boats in the dock.
We're not doing all 5. This could go on forever.
No.
Wouldn't end.
It was a
because
meme
everybody-
that we made up
Yeah.
as we were watching
Yeah,
it.
every
I
boat
said-
was
Yeah.
a question of who is the baddest boat in the dock.
It was either Thorpe or I went, who's the baddest boat in the dock? And it just kept going
Is
on.
Prince Yugen the baddest boat in the dock?
Spoiler alert! She is, 100%.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
It's not even a
we know
spoiler.
like 1 and 2. We got that.
Number 1 is
Fuck.
undisputedly Prince Yugen.
Prince
If you don't
Yugen.
know what Prince Yugen looks like, look her up, or she's going to be right
Yeah.
here in my palms.
Yeah, you're gonna
Yeah.
be saying, "Wow,
Yeah.
Prince
the
Yugen.
Harem
You're going to have a
boys,
lot of
they
editing
got
too.
it."
You're gonna throw up images for every boat we name too?
Not every boat, but I'll throw up.
But Bismarck. Bismarck's going up. Bismarck goes up.
I guess Bismarck's going up. in there.
Bismarck's gonna
If
be.
you guys are watching on YouTube, you can see Bismarck's.
He's
epic
also
moment
throwing
right
down
now.
Cygnac, Comet, Norfolk, Long Island Ranger. Just start naming every boat in the game.
Bismarck's gonna be right here on
Glowworm.
Anthony's head. Hey, can we get a zoom in on Anthony's head
Yeah,
where
hold
Bismarck
on.
is?
Hold on, everybody stop. All right now, you'll
Gamer.
see who is it? Bismarck.
Bismarck.
Wait,
Bismarck
dude,
on top of Anthony's head.
Dude, what the fuck
What?
is Glowworm doing on Rios's forehead?
Glowworm, what are you doing on Rios's?
Wait.
Akashi, what are you doing? This is crazy.
Kashi's vibing on Rios's big badonkadonk.
You're gonna have some hard ass time editing this.
I know, dude. It's gonna fucking suck.
Oh
I'm
my
gonna have
god,
to, like, go
look
into-
who's flying across the screen. Following my finger.
There she is. Oh,
Who is
pass
it?
her off,
Ranger,
pass her
dude,
off.
it's Ranger.
Pass her off. Pass her off.
There she
Oh wait,
goes.
shit, she's coming back. And now she's on Luke's finger.
Ooh,
and there she
She
goes.
does a little loop.
Dude, this is gonna take like 6 hours
And then she
to
hits
edit.
right here on Anthony's nose.
And then she
Oh,
disappears in an explosion. And it all has to be done now.
Yeah.
We've set it into existence. Fuck yeah, podcast.
Fuck you, Alex.
Baba Booey. Well, regardless of the fact, everyone has their own opinions on who the baddest boat in the dock is and who your favorite boat is in general. One of the main things I really, really enjoy about Azur Lane is that there are literally hundreds of boats to choose from who you want your waifu to be, who you want your baddest boat in the dock to be. There's really something for everyone. If you like Yonder Days, you can get Rune, Takao,
Taiho.
Akagi, anyone. If you want some Kuda Days, Laffy's like the best choice. There's something for everyone.
You know, Alex, I'd like to say that was a very smooth jump cut where you put a picture up of Che Guevara with 14 seconds of Beethoven's symphony. That was really good, dude.
Don't tempt me because I will do it.
I already did. You have to put it in.
I'll put a fucking rubble.
Before we get too far,
Yeah.
for everyone on YouTube, if you did just start the game, or you have the game already, why don't you leave a comment of who your starter ship was? It's a
good
little.
idea.
We actually have like
Oh,
a
yeah.
little war about it because
Yeah.
he picked Z23, he picked Javelin, and then we were both Laffy. So Laffy has
Laffy
been
for
winning
life,
because even
man.
Braden picked Laffy.
Yeah.
So Laffy's kind of in the
Who
lead
did
amongst
Brandon
us.
pick? Javelin. Brandon
I
picked
think
Javelin.
Brandon was Javelin.
Brandon was
Javelin's a
Javelin.
vibe.
I'm in the
Hey
minority.
Brandon, this is just a little me and
Suck
101
your
Brandon.
balls, Brandon.
Brandon, you chose fucking wrong.
I just,
All right, let's get back to it.
Okay.
Yeah, in Azur Lane, you can choose from a starter ship. You get 3 options: Laffy, Javelin, and Z23. They're all great ships, honestly. But like I said, there's so many things to do in Azur Lane. There's a great show to watch. There is a computer game. Whether you like all the dialogue and the little lack of gameplay it has, it's up to you. I think it's really fun. 2 of these people at the table don't think so much. But
It's not a
there's a
game.
lot to do. There's a lot of waifus to choose. There's really something for everyone. So if you guys haven't played the game, if this is your first time hearing about it, if you're contemplating downloading it or putting time into it, it is actually really fun.
It's
And
free.
It is free. There are in-app purchases, but you don't have to do them in any way. You can get the items you need without buying anything,
Unless
minus
it's like-
rings.
Yeah, unless it's like a cosmetic.
Yes.
really.
Or if you want to marry your boat, you can marry
We
your
didn't even
boat.
bring up marrying boats.
You can marry your boat.
You can marry the boat.
I've
that's
married
all
a
there is to
lot of boats.
I have married many a
it. Yeah,
boat.
that's it.
Yeah. But there really is something for everyone, and that's one of the big things I like about this game. And if you guys do want to join our guild again, it is the Hello Harem. That's capital H Hello space capital H Harem in the Lexington server. You guys can join us. We'll chat with you. We'll vibe. We'll talk about if you like a boat that we're not necessarily fond of. We'll tell you how you're wrong, or vice versa.
Yeah, just
But-
say what's up, Harem boys.
Yeah, just say what's up, Harem boys. How you guys?
What's up, dipshit
You
named
guys horny?
Shampoo?
Just open up with horny ?
And we'll all let you know.
We will all respond. So if you guys
It'll be
do
the
want to
same
join,
answer from all of us.
so if you guys do want to join one more time, that is the Hello Harem. That's the guild name in the Lexington server. Feel free to join. We will accept anyone. We're actually really looking forward to it. So this has been a super fun episode. I really
has
wish we
been
could do
solid.
like a
Yeah.
2-hour show.
Been looking forward to
Yeah.
this one for a minute.
Yeah.
We could go on and on about Azur Lane, honestly. It's
And maybe we'll revisit it in another episode, you know?
Yeah, episode
Well,
20?
we will.
When season 2 of Azur Lane
Episode 20?
maybe comes out.
Are we doing episode 20?
We'll
I'd
save
skip
that
to,
for
like,
when we
30.
decide. Yeah, maybe
Alright.
30. Episode 20, we'll do a different special.
we'll
Yeah.
cross that bridge when we get there. The bridge will be in the description.
The bridge to the Starry Skies will be in the description.
That is a
below.
great show.
It's just a
not
link.
now. We can't.
It's such a
We're
good
not
show,
getting
though.
into other shows. This was the Azur Lane special. Don't bring up
That's
a bridge
true.
to the Starry Skies.
But look forward to next week. I have no idea what the fuck we're doing. But just look forward to it.
We plan our podcasts all the way ahead.
I actually had an idea. I wanted to do a Netflix
God.
tier list of best animes on Netflix or recommendations to watch.
Oh, dude,
That was
live
actually-
action,
Dude, top 10 baddest animes on Netflix.
Well, that was actually
Who's the
brought.
baddest anime
Hold
in
on,
the
hold
doc?
on, hold on, hold on. That was actually brought up to me by a viewer. I got a message on Instagram from a viewer
was
from
the
the
viewer?
podcast. He was just a
I don't
viewer.
fucking. Why are you looking at me like I know?
He was just a viewer. I know him
Yeah.
I know him personally actually, but he's a really cool dude. And he asked me, I think it'd be a great idea to do some Netflix recommendations for people who aren't super into anime. So I'm thinking that's what we're going to do for next week.
Yeah, you know what? Shout out to Horny Jake.
Who?
Isn't that who you said?
Horny Jake.
No, not
Horny
Horny
Jake.
Jake.
Holy
No.
fuck.
What?
What? You two are retarded.
We know.
All right.
I know
let's
what
cut
I
it there.
am.
So, guys, unfortunately, that is the end of the Azur Lane Special. I really hope you enjoyed all the information. Like I said before, please feel free to join our guild. We will accept you with open arms. We're all horny in the same boat, man. Just join the fucking guild.
And the boat's name is Yugen.
Yep, and the boat's name is
And the
Yuki.
horse's name was Friday.
Dude, that was
We're
a
bringing it
sick
full
callback.
circle.
With that, I hang up my captain's hat.
It's time for Shkikon to retire for the night. We'll see you guys next week. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to email us at thehelloharempodcast@gmail.com. Go ahead and go to YouTube, subscribe, comment, like. If we can get to 10 subscribers on YouTube, Neil is getting a fucking hat. We need one
that's right.
subscriber, just one.
Give this boy a hat.
Give fucking Neil a fucking hat.
You can even make hat recommendations.
It's gonna be a Hello Harem hat. I already decided.
Well, all right, fine. I guess it's a hell harm.
And if you want him to wear something, go ahead and
fuck
leave
the
it.
viewers, I guess.
If you wanted to wear something, go ahead and email us at helloharempodcast@gmail.com.
or leave a comment
Or leave a comment.
and subscribe
And
and
like. And share it with your friends.
And share it with your friends.
and check out Gamer Subs.
Thank you, guys.
But as you know, that is the end of the episode, guys. Thank you so fucking much for letting us get to episode 10. We actually do have a good amount of viewers that I'm very happy with. So I appreciate every single one of you that does view the podcast and share with your friends. It really does mean a lot to all of us. So thank you so fucking much. We'll see you guys next week on episode 11.
Tip your hat.
Have a good night.
Shkikon is out.
And may the Azur Lane bless you.
And may the
Azur Lane bless you.
Sayonara.